Okay, so today we're going to tackle a topic that, let's be honest, every single student needs to get a handle on: how to use AI for research without, blowing up your work or your integrity. Let's just dive right in.
So let's just get right to it. Are you using tools like ChatGPT to write your research papers? It is so tempting, right? It feels like the ultimate shortcut. And who hasn't thought about it? But before you copy and paste another single sentence, there is something you absolutely have to know.
Look, I'm just going to say it. Doing that, it is, without a doubt, the single fastest way to completely torpedo your academic credibility. It's not a shortcut to a better grade, it's a shortcut to academic dishonesty, seriously weak arguments, and a reputation you really, really don't want. But don't worry, there's a much smarter way to use this amazing technology.
So here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to walk through what I call the AI research trap. Then we'll completely transform AI into your personal thinking assistant. After that, we have to navigate the super dangerous AI reference minefield. And finally, we'll put it all together into the smart researcher's workflow that you can use right away.
All right, so first up, the AI research trap. This is really about a fundamental misunderstanding of what academic research is even for. And it's why asking an AI to just write for you is, well, an academic dead end.
You see, the whole point of a research assignment isn't just to produce a document that's full of facts. No way. It's to show that you've gone through the process of critical thinking. Questioning ideas, analyzing evidence, and then synthesizing all of that into your own unique argument. And AI can't do that for you because that thinking process, that is the assignment.
So here is the single most important idea to take away from all of this. This should be your mantra. Don't outsource your brain. You want to use AI as a tool to sharpen your own thinking, to push your ideas further, and to help you understand your topic on a way, way deeper level.
So how do we make that shift? Well, we're going to completely reframe AI. We're going to stop seeing it as some kind of dangerous ghostwriter and start seeing it as your most powerful thinking assistant. And it's all about changing your approach.
And this slide, I think, just lays it out so perfectly. You've got two paths here, right? On the left, having AI think for you. Well, that's just a recipe for disaster. You're looking at copied info, huge plagiarism risks, and at the end of the day, a really weak surface-level analysis. But on the right, thinking with AI, that's the sweet spot. That's where you unlock a deeper understanding and build much stronger, way more convincing arguments.
Okay, so that's the big question, isn't it? It's one thing to talk about it, but what does it actually look like in practice? How do you prompt in AI so that it becomes a true collaborator instead of just a glorified copy machine?
Check this out. This is a perfect example of where to start. Look at that prompt. You're not asking it for answers. You're giving it a role, a research mentor, and you're asking it to help you brainstorm questions. This is how you kickstart that critical thinking process. You're using the AI to explore possibilities before you've even written a single word.
And honestly, that's just the beginning. Think about it. You can ask it to simplify a super dense paragraph from a paper you're struggling with. You can have it explain a confusing methodology, step by step. Or you can even get it to play devil's advocate and critique a paper's main argument, which is an amazing way to help you find weaknesses or even potential gaps for your own research.
Okay, we need to pause here for a second, because we have got to talk about a massive, and I mean massive, danger zone: references. This is where even the most well-intentioned students can get into some serious, serious trouble.
So yeah, you can totally ask an AI to suggest key papers on your topic, but you have to know this: it can also just make them up. Out of thin air, it can invent authors, titles, even entire journals that sound really plausible but are completely fake. This is what's known as a hallucination, and it is a huge, huge problem.
So here's the rule. It is simple and it is absolutely non-negotiable. Never, ever, ever trust a reference from an AI until you have verified it yourself. This isn't about being paranoid. This is about protecting your work from false citations and making sure you maintain your own academic integrity.
So here is your safety protocol. It's a simple 4-step process. First, get the suggestions from the AI. Second, take that title and pop it into a trusted database like Google Scholar or PubMed. Third, you've got to verify that the authors, the title, and the journal all match up exactly. And fourth, this is the most important step: read the abstract yourself to confirm it's actually relevant to your work.
All right, let's bring everything we've talked about into one clear, ethical, and super effective workflow that you can literally start using on your very next project.
Okay, here it is, the whole shebang, the smart researcher's workflow. Step 1, you use AI to brainstorm and generate questions.
Step 2, you do the reading of real, verified papers. Step 3, you can then use AI as your assistant to help simplify and critique those papers. Step 4, you verify every single reference manually, no exceptions. And finally, Step 5, the most critical part, you write your analysis, your argument, in your own words.
And you know, that's really what this all comes down to, isn't it? AI is an unbelievably powerful tool, but it's just that, a tool. It cannot replace your curious, critical mind. That thinking, that analysis, that is what makes you a student, a scholar, and ultimately, a researcher.
So I want you to think of it this way. AI can give you the raw materials. It can be the helpful machinery, but you are the architect. You're the builder. The final creation is a reflection of your intellect and your effort. So the only question left is, what will you build?